How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not bad.
Good.
My name's Brandon. This is my 1981 Datsun 280ZX. Bought this car 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. It was an impulse buy from my old boss. Just kind of pushed me into buying it. I always wanted one of these. I went to a car show and I found a white one. It was beautiful. I just always had that bug in my head. So I was just scrolling through Marketplace and this one popped up in local in the city, $6,500 later, that I did not have. And here we are. It was a big undertaking. I mean, yeah, 2 years of work. It did not look like this. Some other photos might show up of when I bought the car in the progress. It was black, it was rusty, cut the floor out, had stuff on the quarters, on the quarter windows and like the top of the window, the bottom, there was just spots all over. It's a 40-year-old car, so it's gonna have problems off the get-go when you're buying something so old that needs work. So right off the bat, I'm doing body work. So I spent 2 years doing all the body work to the best of my abilities. And once that was done, I got the mechanical dialed in and is now on the road. It's a Kona blue. I painted it. I was jumping between a tri-coat red and a monarch orange from Nissan. I just painted this color one day on a project, and I just loved how it looked in the sun. And I'm a big fan of dark colors, but not black. So even in the shade, as you're seeing, it looks like blue. It's not black. The wheels are the original wheels that came on the car when I bought it. Not original wheels, I believe they're Centerline or American Racing from my research, but I got them fully repowder coated. I did the hardware, new stainless steel. Not three-piece, it's just hardware to make it look nice. That's how the wheel is. I got a front bumper tuck bracket from Skillard Automotive, so it pulls the bumper tuck right in. The interior is Skillard Automotive as well, so the door cards, the door pulls, the center console is Skillard. The rear tail lights I did myself. They're the original housings, but they were all cracked and the bulb sockets were all burnt and old. So I gutted them out, I kept the frame, I put an aluminum panel in, body worked it to make it look fresh and new, and then my brother showed me these trailer lights that were better than the ones I bought. They're sequential as well, so it makes them a little fancy, a little resto mod. Front headlights also got for a Christmas gift. Those are beautiful. I think Datsuns all should have halo rings for their cars. They just make it look so much more modern and more attractive. The exhaust is done by Modified Performance, Ryan Mott here in Ottawa. He did an absolutely phenomenal job. I did the headers last year myself, so I took the engine apart, got the headers in, and then I brought it to him in the spring, and he did a full headers back, TIGGed. It's like stainless steel exhaust. It's Vol Vibrant Performance, all V-banded in, and the beautiful pie cuts in the rear of that exhaust tip-down exit. Amazing. He just did a phenomenal job, and it sounds era correct. Like when you get on it and just let this car breathe, it sounds like an L28. It screams an inline six. It just sounds so good for what it looks like. I didn't want to go like super like new and like lower, like crazy in this big body kit. I just wanted to keep it like old but new, so retro modded. I still got to do some stuff with the like interior engine bay, like I said, but it's like I said, it's never an ending project. It's always something. But this car has turned into a passion project, really. It's never going to end, but it's a car that I've built over 2 years, and now that I'm driving it, I just don't want to. I don't think I could ever sell it. I mean, there's a price for anything. This car has a price if you want to pay it. But with all the amount of labor I put into this, it's just like it'd be stupid to sell. And the way it drives, once you get a Datsun and you start driving a Datsun, you become a Datsun owner. You gotta own one to know what I mean. Or come along for a ride, because we can do that too. It's just another car, but brought back from the dead, or was going to be the dead. So, yeah. It's my 1981 Datsun 280ZX. Future plans for this thing, I'd say Well, I do want to put some springs on it. I want to lower it maybe like 1.5 inches, and then put a little duckbill spoiler on it. A lot of Datsun have those, and they look so good. So I'm going to try and source one of those, lower it a little bit. That might be it. And then if I might get a house in the future with a shop, which is the plan, Dennys Customs is going to have his own place eventually. It's a long process, but we're getting there. This car would probably go in a full rotisserie and get like fully restored. I'll strip everything. I'm going to take all the rust out, patch it up properly, and pull the engine, do the engine bay, like build the engine, maybe turbo it. Like, I feel like this car is never going to leave my life, even though I'm like, oh, there's a price for it. No, like I said, when you get behind the wheel of this car, it's fun. It just sounds good, it drives good, brings you back to 1981.